Okay, I will mute everyone and we will do our, Rhonda, did you get cops yet?
No.
Almost? Almost? Okay, I'll mute everybody and we will
7 away, 7 away.
Yes. Okay. And mute. Okay, we'll start with our tops pledge. Make sure I'm not muted. Okay. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions and not let my emotions control me. Every time that I'm tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I will take off pounds sensibly. Tops pledge. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions and not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I am to be example as I keep off pounds sensibly. And now I need to unmute. Oh, yeah. If anybody could unmute yourselves and we can introduce ourselves to each other. Okay, I have Sharon is at the top. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Sharon Dines. I'm coordinator from Southern Illinois.
I am Joanne. I am South Central PA advocate. Sally?
I'm Sally O'Reilly, coordinator for Eastern Pennsylvania.
Julia?
I'm Julia, and I'm with Chapter 1739, and today it was announced that I'm the new advocate for the area with Jody.
Yes! Congratulations! Woohoo! Jessica?
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm Joanne's daughter.
Yeah, she can't get rid of me.
Unfortunately not.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monica. I belong to a Tucson chapter. I'm the co-leader of that chapter right now.
Good. Are you in? You're not started yet. Mary Beth?
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Bergstrom. I am the leader of Maryland 0383 Rising Sun. We are not meeting yet, and I am one of Jackie Cooper's advocates, and I have Southern Delaware and part of the Maryland Eastern Shore.
Nice.
Great. Love Jackie.
Rhonda.
Hi, I'm Rhonda, and I'm from Middle Tennessee. I'm the Middle Tennessee applicant, also chapter leader for 0479 Clarksville.
So you're not meeting yet?
We are meeting. We started back the first week of June.
Nice. Is it true that Tennessee has gone back to more restricted?
Yeah, we're starting to have ask for wearing masks everywhere. Yeah, especially around the Nashville area with the numbers going up and up and up.
Oh, ouch. Yeah. Wanda.
I'm from Dryden, Ontario, Canada. I belong to chapter 3959. We start our meetings again on our way in on Tuesday.
Nice.
Good.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And Donna.
I am Donna. I'm the leader of 1347 in Harrisburg.
You're not started right, correct?
No, but I think in 2 weeks we will be. We meet at the township building and they're not opening yet, but we found a temporary church that one of our members belongs to.
Nice.
And we're going to look at it tomorrow.
Nice. Good luck. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. I went through all the stuff because we finished with stress management, and that was extremely stressful. Haha, but it was. it's like, okay, what do I pick now? And I decided to stay with the wellness. But who here does the exchange system? Yes, Jessica does. Good. I found this one is from 2019. Free and easy exchanges for the summer. Sparkling water, no sugar or sodium added. 6 small grapes is free. 1/3 of a melon. Depends on the size of that melon. They can get big. Unsweetened iced tea with a slice of lemon. A tablespoon of regular whipped topping, and that looks like Cool Whip. Yum. Black coffee with ice with 1.5 teaspoons liquid non-dairy creamer. Ugh. Half a cup of cucumbers. Water with fresh mint or basil. 4 cherries. I eat like 4 ounces of cherries. And a 1/4 cup of salsa. That's really good on eggs. But those are our free exchanges for summer. Okay. I found two things that for the wellness. Ways to influence a positive day and excuses. And we all have the excuses. Okay. Positive thoughts and attitudes can help us overcome negative vibes. Over the next week, try to follow the suggestions to brighten up even the gloomiest day. Journal your experiences to trying all or some of the suggestions and share this experience with your TOPS pals. 1, give yourself a pep talk, positive self-talk. Remind yourself of your past successes and how you can repeat them in the present in the future. 2, reach out for others. Use your TOPS pals. Making a human connection either in person or by phone or by Zoom or by social media can lighten your load and that's what your friends and that of your friends and family. 3, say something nice to someone. Sharing a compliment is easy. Positive thoughts of sharing means sharing support. 4, escape through a good book. The simple act of immersing yourself in another reality can relieve stress and encourage a fresh perspective. Oh yes, my Kindle is extremely full. 5, smile at somebody. You are likely to receive a smile in return. 6, have a massage. At this time, I do not encourage that one. Nope, I do not encourage that one, unless it's from your significant other. 7, cool the alcohol consumption. Numbing ourselves with alcohol does not help to alleviate problems. Keep a clear head to combat negativity. Don't just cover it up. Pet a pet. Numerous studies have proven that the simple act of petting an animal results in warm feelings in humans. Don't own a pet? Volunteer to shelter. Visit a friend's pet or keep some animal pictures close by that bring on a smile. All those cat pictures on the Facebook. Lots of cat pictures. 9, go outside. Feel the simple pleasures of the earth, the sun, the breeze. Fresh air clears the head, boosts the spirit, and can even provide a good dose of vitamin D. 10, allow your own spirituality to brighten your day. Regardless of your personal definition of spirituality, it can provide strength, a deeper awareness of connection with others, a higher set of values, and put your life into perspective. Any other ways that you influence a positive day?
Random act of kindness.
What'd you say?
Random act of kindness.
Yes. Oh, yes. Those are always good.
I walk in the morning and I make sure I say good morning to everybody else I see so that because if I say it, they'll say it back, and that's a nice way to start the morning.
Yes.
Joanne, could I get you to show us the paper you're using or tell us which one it is so that we can pull it up if it's from the website?
It is from the website. It is, and there's also more on the bottom. But there's a quick and easy program, copyrighted 2009, TOPS Club Inc. It's one of the quick and easy programs. I got it under the chapter programs, if you members resources.
Okay, and the name on the top, please.
Ways to influence a positive day. I will post it on the Facebook page.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. In the back,
I have another one, Mom.
Yes.
Positive affirmations. Start the day essentially getting up and saying, today's going to be a good day. Nothing's going to get me down.
Yes. That doesn't seem like it goes with that one. No, it does not. Okay. I think part of this goes on here. Okay. Then any other, yeah, the affirmations, always the self-talk. If you're always bringing yourself down, we are the worst, we are our worst enemies. We are always being negative about ourselves. But if we start being positive, our days will be brighter.
We also have to remember that we can start the day over at any time of the day. Just because it didn't start well or the middle wasn't good doesn't mean you can't end the day or have good parts of a day. And
yes.
Once something negative happens or somebody says something negative, then the whole rest of the day is shot. We have to remember that we can restart the day by saying something positive.
Yep. Totally agree with that one.
I subscribe to a lot of inspirational blogs. So when I open my Facebook or my email, I see very positive things instead of all the negative things.
Yes, I see. I do a lot of mute this person. There's so much political or so much negativity. It's like, we don't need that.
Nope.
We really don't.
Snooze them for 30 days. Snooze them.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. The snooze them for 30 days.
Yep.
Maybe by that time it'll all be over and they'll be in a better mood.
It's another 30 days.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. This next program is excuses. This is also from the TOPS website, and it is from July 2009. Excuses, why we make them and how we can stop making them. An excuse is an explanation or a reason why we offer to people for not being able to accomplish a task, fulfill a promise, or respond to an obligation. Another way to consider it is a plea to be released from doing something. Why do we make excuses? We make excuses for a number of reasons. We may not want to do something, or we may feel afraid of doing it, or afraid that we might fail if we try. Sometimes we feel like doing something when we first agree to it, and then the inspiration goes away, or our busy lives get in the way. We end up offering excuses for disappointing those who are depending on us. There are 4 areas of our lives where we are exposed to situations that can lead us to making excuses. An 8-year-old can figure out any excuse in the world, right, Jess? Yep.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, I stubbed my toe. I can't go do this.
Oh,
I got a cut on my finger. I can't do this.
No, I can't do it. Is there a bug on my face? Yes, it's a mosquito. Get it off! Get it off!
No, there was a huge bug that landed on his forehead. He goes, Mom, get it off, get it off. It started biting him when we were playing tetherball yesterday.
Yeah, he does not like bugs. On the job or at school. Most of us do not make excuses at work because on our jobs we are expected to fulfill our obligations and meet our company's expectations. The consequences may be severe for not meeting deadlines, and so we usually get the work done in order to secure our jobs and to satisfy the other team members who are counting on us. If we're attending school, the proverbial dog ate my homework excuse will not work for long, and failure to meet deadlines will result in a low grade and possibly failure in the course. Our friends and community. Most of us also try to honor commitments to our friends and our community, but sometimes we may overcommit ourselves. That's me. Or agree to participate in something that we really don't want to do because they're afraid to say no, and we don't want to hurt someone's feelings. When we do this, we set ourselves up for potential excuse situation because our hearts aren't into the task, and it will be hard to find the motivation and possibly the time to fulfill the promise. On the home front, it's much easier to make excuses at home. There are usually less severe or even no consequences for a failure to get things done when promised. I can attest to that one. At home, we can say we're too tired or too stressed or we'll do it later, and our families will usually not fire us or punish us. They may be disappointed, but we know from experience that they will get over it eventually. Ourselves. It's easier to make excuses to ourselves. In our personal lives, we not only make excuses for our getting things done, but we also make excuses for choosing inappropriate behavior. For example, we can tell ourselves that we're too tired to exercise, while at the same time telling ourselves that we deserve a huge slice of chocolate cake because we have been working too hard and are stressed. When we do this, we are disappointing ourselves, but we know we'll get over it eventually. The cure. It's important to remember that whenever we choose to do one thing over another, there is a cost or a consequence for our actions. When we choose to watch television all night after a hard day of work, we're giving up the opportunity to spend time with our family and friends or do something healthier like exercise. When we choose to overeat as a result of stress, we are giving up the opportunity to treat our bodies with respect and become healthy and more energized. When we choose not to honor our commitment to someone, we are disappointing them. It's also important to be aware what our priorities are. We can make excuses for not taking care of our physical and emotional health because we are too busy taking care of the needs of others. That's where self-care comes in. Take care of yourself too. That attitude indicates they are not a priority in our own lives. Making a choice to make fewer excuses is really a matter of being mindful. We need to pay attention to our lives by being mindful of what our priorities are, what we commit our time to, what we eat, how we move, and how we spend our days. We need to be mindful of how often we find ourselves making excuses and of who we are disappointing. This week, consider the areas in your life where you find yourself making excuses and disappointing yourself or others. Think about the real reasons behind the excuse. Are you overcommitting? Because you're afraid to say no? Do you prefer to stick with unhealthy habits? Because it's easier? Do you really know what's important to you? List the excuses you make and the reasons behind them, and then share it with your top pals. The tip. You know yourself best. If you feel more confident in who you are and what's important to you, you'll find yourself being able to choose activities and lifestyles that are perfect for you. You'll make fewer excuses because you'll be enjoying your choices. And this says we need to be mindful of what our priorities are, what we commit our times to, what we eat, how we move, and how we spend our days. Any thoughts? How to cure the excuses?
I'm almost 28 years old and I haven't figured that out yet.
I'm 56 and I haven't figured that one out yet either.
Join the crowd.
Yes, yes. We are all a work in progress.
That's right.
Very big time work in progress.
I think excuses are produced when we have fallen off our plan.
Yes.
You know, and if we're not intentional in keeping to our plan, then that's when we need to use our excuses.
Right.
Sometimes just saying, look, I have no excuse. I just fell off my plan. Being honest.
Hey, Linda from Laceyville, have you started up yet? No, I just gotta unmute her. Linda.
No, not yet, and it doesn't look too good.
No.
Mm.
You're under Sally?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. Right. Especially now the governor's put this new order in place today that if you go out, you must have a mask. And that's only going to make it, more reason for the church not to allow any extras in the building.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard.
Yes, it is.
But any other thoughts from either about either of the programs? The positive thoughts or the excuses? Anything else anybody wants to discuss? Or any tips or successes? I know I had one chapter reported in that they've had 2 weigh-ins and it's been a no gain. Both are no gain meetings.
Awesome.
Ooh, very
Yes.
good.
I saw that. That was
Mhm.
wonderful.
If I'm not mistaken, they started their first weigh-in with a loss.
Yes.
I don't think that one was a no gain, but so they're really on track for a good, good rest of the year.
Yeah, so far, of the 10 of my chapters are in, they've all had nut losses for all their meetings so far.
Nice.
Which is good. Really good.
Jordan, I really like excuses because part of when I talk as an advocate, I just became one a year ago, so I was visiting meetings for the first time, and part of what I say is I've lost more than 35 pounds in spite of myself.
Yes.
Because, I have good times and bad times. And one of the things that somebody in the course of everything, and it may have been off of a TOPS program, but I thought was really neat, is that if you go to the weight reporter and you have a gain and you have an excuse, you know, you can't use that excuse again. So you can't say, well, it was somebody's birthday, because it can't be somebody's birthday every week. Or you can't say, well, I didn't write everything down, because then next week you can't say, well, I didn't write everything down because you've already used it. So it was an idea that it made people think of why they, why maybe they didn't see that week. So, that you could only use an excuse to, even if it was, to yourself, or you had an excuse jar, and every time you made an excuse, you stuck to it. Anything like that reminds people, because I think a lot of us, and I speak for myself, I won't speak for anybody else, but at some point our self-worth was not very good because we allowed ourselves to become whatever size we did. Most of us did not become whatever our highest weight was due to medical reasons. Many of us just because we chose to live life and not take care of ourselves and eat what we wanted or whatever. And so putting ourselves first is a really difficult thing. And when life gets busy or life gets stressful, that tends to be pushed farther down on the list. I've been reposting between the Pinky Promise, our own group's Facebook, Jackie's Maryland Facebook, the TOPS one. There's about 5 or 6 that I am, and I try every morning to thumb through all of them and pick good positive things to post first thing in the morning so that everybody in the group sees something positive, because I need it too. Just like Jackie had her Zoom meeting last night, and she said, everybody said, well, thank you for being on every day and posting, and talking and everything. And she said it does as much for her as it does, for everybody else. And so the reason I do it is for the group, but I do it as much for myself, because I have to read the positive affirmations that somebody else has written to believe it.
Totally agree with that. Yeah, there's everything needs to be positive. That's why there's no more fine. It needs to be positive reinforcement. Anybody else?
Just remember that first part of our pledge, I am an intelligent person. That has not changed.
No, it hasn't.
Despite the fact that you may have made a bad decision during the week or 2 bad decisions, you're still that same intelligent person. And nothing can change the fact that you decided to better your life by joining TOPS.
Right.
That doesn't change just because you have a bad week.
Yeah. It can be hard, but we're worth it. We are totally worth it. Wanda, any thoughts?
No, I seem to be full of excuses these days, so this is really good for me to remind myself that I got to get over that and have positive affirmations and positive messages to myself and to others. Yeah, thank you. Everything's been very helpful. Keep mindful of my behaviors.
Donna, any thoughts?
Well, you know what? We have at our meeting, like a bucket full of all positive sayings. And as we weigh in and as we go around the table and say what we did, we each pull out a saying and read it.
Yeah, no, a lot of several of my chapters do that. They have, or even they have a positive affirmation for the week. At the very end of the meeting, they'll one of the officers will have a positive affirmation for everybody to think about for the week.
Yeah, we also have a healthy eating habit. And there are different things. And if you do that healthy eating habit during the week, and then you come back, your name gets put in the hat, and you can draw to be a week's free.
Nice. Yes, instead of a no food, you do the eat food.
Yep. We just do a healthy habit.
Anybody else have any healthy habits or something positive affirmation that they do in the chapter? Anybody?
Recently, but we did do a gratitude jar. So we would put things in and then periodically pull them out and read them. It was always good. You learned a lot by listening to how one member can impact another. So it's very reinforcing. And that there are people that hold us accountable, etc. So that's always popular in our chapter.
Yeah, I found out that I'm being held accountable for my sunrise hikes. Somebody said, I missed your pictures this morning. It's like,
oh, no.
I turned my alarm off. Next thing I knew, it was 10 a.m. It's like, okay. So it's like, shit, I got scolded. I didn't have my pictures up from sunrise.
You still have time for the sunset walk.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hot out at sunset.
It is, yes.
Very
Maybe
hot.
Saturday we can do hawk rock at sunrise.
And
And don't hold me accountable to that, because if I have to end up sleeping, then just you gotta go by yourself.
I will. Julia, what do you have any good stuff that you all do at chapter for positive reinforcement?
We're working on that part.
Yes. I need all the hints. On July 18th, I'm starting my own chapter, so I need all these hints of what to do.
I'll give you a couple. They do a lot of things. They do, like, I think too many I can throw. So they do a traveling gift. Do you have that?
I've never heard of that.
Okay. What that is they have it set up, and I really don't know the whole dynamics, but what it is a co-leader has a sheet, and there's 2 columns, and our names are on both. So like she'll say going up, this person gets the traveling gift. So if you get the traveling gift, you have to have 4 losses and 4 consecutive losses. If you have 4 consecutive losses, on that 4th loss, you get $10. So if you have a gain, you have to turn it in, and then the next person gets it. So they do that. The other thing, they have some baby keys, and they'll draw the name out. And if your name is drawn and you've had a loss that week, you get the keys and you take them with you, and that week you need to lose a pound, and then you get a prize. I don't even know what it is, because usually nobody does that. And then what else do they do? They have this thing, they call it limited edition. And it's kind of like how the one
on the Zoom meeting
said, healthy habit. But so in there, piece of paper, we have written
things down, and some of it is like eat bread this week or take a walk. They're all different. And this is probably going to be eliminated after I say this. If you don't do it, then you got to pay a fine in the jar. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's really not a fat shaming thing. It's more like exercising and eating correctly, but we'll have to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
So see, they do a lot of things there. So like too much.
I've got some ideas for you, Joanne, for positive reinforcement.
Yes.
The chapter that I'm a leader of, we have a $10 gift that's wrapped lots of times, so maybe 6, 7, 8 times. And the best loser of the week gets to unwrap a layer, and then the person that unwraps the last layer gets the gift, and then puts another $10 gift together and puts several layers. So that's something that, you know, every week somebody can strive for, because you don't know whether you're going to get the last layer or not.
I've heard of that at parties.
And we have a functioning enough group that we you know, the chapter pays for it, but it didn't, you know, could be a $5 gift, whatever. But I mean, so just because, and it's something that you don't know any week that you could be the, you know, the biggest loser for the week, you may get the gift. So that's one of the positive reinforcement. We've also done, we do a basket each week with a healthy snack that's free, and you know, and if you forget, we ask you to put a quarter in, you know, but then the best loser of the week, or anybody that, a couple of ways, the best loser of the week could do it, or anybody that's lost, their name goes in a hat, and you pick somebody's name out, and so there's a positive reinforcement for losing that week.
Nice. Yes, I've seen a lot of the snack baskets at the beginning of at chapters now, instead of fines, or just having a healthy basket, and the biggest loser takes home that basket.
Joanne, find me on Facebook. It's Mary Beth Bergstrom. I'm in the Pinky Promise and all of them. Instant message me. When I visited all my chapters last year, I put together a newsletter at the end of all the ideas from all the chapters of different things they do, and I'll just email it to you, and I'll give you a whole list of things.
Thank you. Gotta find a pen.
Since it was my first time at everybody's chapter, and most of them didn't know what the other ones were doing, I just took notes from everybody's and then sent it to all the chapter leaders and said, here's all my notes, and I'm more than willing to share those ideas with anybody.
Very nice. I never got to do that, because I know I have one chapter that does so much I lose count of what they do at one single meeting. Well, there's 2 of them. It's like, okay.
Yeah, the chapter I'm a member of, we have to be careful of, okay, what are we doing now? We try to limit it to just 2 things or 3 things, so that you're not putting a quarter in, you know, 5 or 6 things, and you don't quite remember what you're doing. So we are cautious. And the one thing that got interrupted that we've put on hold, but we try to do at least,
thank you. Nope, you're fine.
Twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, we do partner challenges. Oriental Trading has great, you know, peel and stick things to put together, and we randomly draw partners, and then if both lose, you get a piece of the puzzle, you know, or whatever you're putting together, or if one loses more than the other one gains, then they still do. If somebody's absent and then there's a loss, you can. And at the end, you know, you do, everybody's put, you know, $2 in to pay for the thing, and then at the end, you cheer on the group that did. And it only takes 6 or 7 or 8 weeks to finish it. And then at the end, you give everybody the pieces, so they end up with a finished thing. But it's a positive thing that you can do with somebody else. And I think people feel a little more accountable when you have a partner.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Because if you're just doing it by yourself, you need that extra oomph by somebody.
I've got, again, when you message me your info, I've got sheets from and with pictures of things we've done for memorial trading that we put together, Christmas ornaments and all kinds of stuff, and I'll send you what the instructions were for those type of things.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else? Nobody?
It might not work for a new chapter, like you said, you're starting a new
Right.
chapter, but when
Mhm.
you mentioned the partner thing, I recalled we did one at our chapter where we partnered people, but it was a cops with a tops.
Yes, we've done
So
that.
the cops was a
before.
coach.
Yes, which is we're supposed to be.
That was really good.
Mhm. Yeah, I tried to reach out to all my cops in my area to see if anybody would be a guest speaker at any chapter. I had one cops that said they would, and I've got 40-year cops, but they don't like talking in public, I guess.
So where is your new chapter going to be?
Right here in my backyard until I can find a place. At this part, it's going to be hard finding a spot, but it's going to have to be quickly because I got people saying that, oh, you're closer than such and such. And it's like, so I'm hoping, but with all this COVID going on, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'll be able to get a church
What
at
town
this
are you
point.
in, Joanne?
Say again?
What town are you in?
Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. Mhm. If I even have, I'll have a canopy, 10-foot canopy up, but we have a tree so we can have chairs all around the tree. So we'll have masks and can't always do 6 foot because I've got a small yard, but we have our masks on, we're good.
Yeah, I was thinking about looking for a park, that had like a pavilion in, but we
Yes.
were lucky enough to, one of our members said they have in their church, because they've started their church service, but they have rooms downstairs that people don't really use.
Right.
So that's where we're going to try and meet.
Good. Hope you can. Fingers are crossed.
Yeah.
Just let me know. Just let
Okay.
Sally and I know what the decision is. But
We're gonna start
otherwise,
drive-throughs. We're
Say
gonna
again?
we're gonna do drive-ups.
yes, I suggested that too, but we've got a lot of, in my present chapter, a lot of people that are in very much high risk category. They don't leave their house at all.
Yeah. Oh, but and again, I threw it out there for ours. I said, well, do drive-ups for 3 weeks and then decide after that. But I just posted it, and I'm getting yay just because you just want to. We're having Zoom meetings, but not everybody's just computer literate, and I'm not particularly. But anything's better than nothing, just to see people's faces.
Yes. Yeah, it's good to talk back and forth on Facebook, but unless you have the back and forth seeing the face, you don't really know, oh, are they being sarcastic or are they being kidding, or you need to see that, the facial expressions, see, they really mean this, or is this who I'm talking to? But okay, we normally close with the never quit pledge. Does everybody know it?
Oh.
Yep, I'll just do it. Okay, never quit pledge. And you can find this at Topspan, Mary Mulhane's Topspan.com page. No, website. Today I promise I will not quit. I pledge that no matter how many ups and downs I pass through, I will continue on my journey. I pledge to make a new start today and forgive myself for my past, and to stop being so critical of myself. I pledge to take control of myself, to stop making excuses, and stop blaming others for people or situations. I pledge to treat myself as I would my best friend, because that is who I am. I pledge to stay in the race and to be a winner. Everybody, it was great seeing everybody, and great seeing you, Rhonda. Hopefully my son will be up here, but I want to see you in December, hopefully, if he's there. So, but you guys, everybody have a nice night. And Sharon, I'll see you at 8:30 my time.
Okay, 7:30. I have a Zoom at 7:30, guys. If you want the information, I can get it to you.
I got you. I'll see you in an hour.
Okay.
Well, 45 minutes.
Yep.
All right. Time for a potty break. Get some more to drink.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.